Hola bonitas, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review and wear test on this new concealer. This is the Sephora Best Skin Ever Glow Concealer. It's a multi-purpose concealer with a luminous finish. We're going to be putting this as a test on these under eyes right here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into this review and wear test porque I want to show you guys cómo trabaja esto. So this does retail for $15, and this is a new lightweight radiant Sephora collection multi-purpose formula that corrects, conceals, and instantly brightens under eyes for a glowing natural complexion that leaves skin luminous and hydrated for up to 12 hours. Good for uneven texture, hydrating, fragrance-free, radiant finish liquid formula. So I do have dryness on my under eye, so I do appreciate when I can find a concealer that's going to be good with my dry under eye. Even though I do have overall oily skin lately, especially right now in the winter, my skin has been struggling and the under eyes get dry easily. I also actually have this new Sephora translucent loose powder too to set my under eyes, so I am also going to be using this as well. This one came out recently, not as recent as this, but I'm like, let me give them a try together. So I'm going to open up this concealer. I'm going to just apply this right here. Ooh, I like this formula. It's definitely a more liquidy formula. It's not as creamy as you would think. The shade's also pretty good. I do like a little bit of some brightness, and I feel like right now, because I am my winter complexion, it is a little brighter. Let me actually get my powder ready too, because one thing about me, if I do not set my under eyes, I will crease inmediatamente. And this one is in a universal shade. I appreciate how big that sticker was, because cuando tienes uñas, when you have nails, the struggle is real to open things. So I'm just going to do this real quick to get the product out. Okay, now we're gonna go in with a damp sponge first, and then I'm gonna go in with a brush. Okay, not bad. Definitely more of a radiant finish, and I would say the coverage is not super full, which I personally don't mind, just because, like I said, my under eyes tend to be more dry lately and things can just really cling onto the skin. So I do prefer something that's a little bit more skin-like. Also, I have very creasy under eyes, so I do need something that isn't going to like separate really easily. I am going to add a little bit more concealer because I definitely do feel like I just want to add a little bit more. I would say first impressions, if you do not have too much to cover, I think you'll like this, but I think if you have a lot of things that you're trying to cover with your concealer, this may be more so on the natural side for you. So that's just something to keep in mind. But you can see the difference. This is the difference it's making, so with a concealer, with no concealer. And for me personally, I do appreciate the glow in this. Like I said, I need glow right now. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the Sephora powder and I am going to set this. Let's see. I do want to read a little bit about the powder también. Also, I will say do not sleep on Sephora collection, because Sephora collection does have some really good stuff. When I used to work at Sephora, it feels like an eternity ago. People always love the Sephora foundations, the concealers, so do not sleep on them. So the powder is also $15, and the powder is fragrance free. It's a translucent and universal loose setting powder that blurs skin texture and sets your makeup for a soft look. It is light coverage, natural finish. It's a ultra smooth jet milled setting powder. Definitely feels very, very lightweight on the under eyes, and I do appreciate that. Works for all skin tones, reduces shine, and creates a refined polish effect. So miren cómo se ve. So that's what we have there. I want to see how this does away. Ooh, I actually, wow. I like how lightweight that is. Look how nice that looks. Do you see that? Like, it just feels so natural. Like, it looks so natural. I'm really impressed. These two together are really good. And for somebody with me who creases a lot, who has dry under eyes right now, this looks really pretty and healthy. Like, it looks effortless. It doesn't look heavy. And look at the difference it makes with the concealer and powder with nothing. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the other side with the concealer, but this time we're gonna be using a brush. So let's see. This side I am taking a little bit more just because I do want a little bit more coverage, because I do feel like with this one you want to use a little bit more if you do want more coverage. Pero se ve muy bien, just first impressions. Okay, I would say that if you do want a little bit more coverage, definitely go in with a brush. The brush will give you a little bit more coverage, and it does give you a glowy finish. So if you like a matte concealer, this one will not be the one for you. But first impressions for my people with dry under eyes, this may be a holy grail. That looks so nice. And I appreciate the fact that it just looks healthy. Like, it looks very skin-like. I also appreciate how lightweight this powder is, because a lot of times, a lot of really popular powders I've noticed are super heavy and thick. And sometimes there comes a point, for me at least, where those powders just don't work on me the way they worked on me when I was 20. I'm 28 now, and I know I'm still young. Pero, like, if I can find something that's gonna go, you know, really well and lightweight on my skin, I will definitely love that. It also says formula blends easily, which I definitely feel like that, and it's a non-comedogenic formula. I also appreciate that this does not have a scent. That's always important, especially if you do have sensitive skin, for the powder. But I haven't seen that many people talk about this powder, so I'm like, this may be like a hidden gem, porque trabaja muy bien. And together, I feel like they work really well, especially if you are looking for a very natural, lightweight, dry skin friendly concealer. Tal vez es este. Now, what's really gonna determine a lot is how it wears, which is why I always do these wear tests, but first impressions, me está gustando mucho. Let's dust that powder away. Yeah, it just like seamlessly just blends. For complexion, overall, I'm using the Summer Friday skin tint. I love that skin tint. It is so nice. It gives me beautiful coverage. I'm gonna go here around the smile lines. It looks so nice. Yeah, these two together work really, really beautifully. I don't have any complaints. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do really quickly is finish off the rest of my look, get dressed for the day, come back, give you guys my first initial thoughts so we can start this wear test. I'll also do a natural lighting clip, so ahorita regreso. Okay, bonitas, ya regresé. It is now 10:03 en la mañana, and I'm ready to start the wear test on the new Sephora collection concealer with the Sephora collection powder. So this is what we're looking like. Everything looks really nice and in place. I love how natural the under eyes look. They don't look heavy, they don't look overloaded, they just look like really pretty natural skin, and that's the vibe that I want. I definitely love how these two look together. My skin does not look cakey whatsoever. It looks really good. It looks really smooth and just really pretty. So because we are testing out a universal powder, I do want to see how this does with flash. So lo que voy a hacer is I'm going to take a flash picture. So we took our flash picture, and I have to say it looks pretty good. Like, I'm not seeing like flash or anything. I feel like it just gives us enough brightness, which is definitely a plus. One thing I will say, it's not separating, but you can see that it does settle a little bit into like the creasing areas of my under eye. Nothing too bad, but I'm happy that the powder doesn't cause flash. So if you're worried about that, you don't have to worry about that, because there won't be flash. It just gives you really nice brightening, which is what I really like, especially in the morning. I need that brightening. We're doing pretty good. First impressions, I love how natural the skin looks. I like the fact that it's not looking cakey on the under eyes, which is super important, especially for me with this super cold weather. My under eyes get so dry. My under eyes typically don't look this lightweight and natural. Typically my under eyes can look very heavy when I wear concealer, because it's just too much product under the eyes and it just does not sit well. So I am really appreciating the fact that the under eyes right now just looks super nice and effortless. Not like I'm wearing too much heavy makeup. Like, it just looks like pretty evened out under eye areas. So that's pretty much it for now. I'm gonna go ahead and start the day. So far I am really enjoying this concealer and powder. Let me see how this goes, because I think this is definitely something I would probably recommend for my dry skin people, so stay tuned. Okay, bonitas, here's the In Natural Lighting clip with the concealer and powder. Pueden ver, it honestly looks so nice. Like, muy natural. It doesn't look heavy, cakey. It's not separating on the under eyes, which I really love. And also, can we take a moment for these lashes? Like, I finally tried the Thrive Cosmetics tubing mascara and it is amazing. People were not joking about how good this mascara is. It is so nice. I will say though, my go-to has been the Milani tubing mascara. It's kind of like a dupe for this one and very comparable for sure. Lashes today are lashing. Okay, bonitas, I am back. It is now 10:06 en la noche. We've worn the concealer and the powder todo el día, the entire day, and this is what we are looking like. So I have to say it held up pretty well. I really am still loving the fact that it looks very skin-like and natural. It doesn't look heavy. It doesn't look thick. Like, it just looks like really healthy under eye skin, even when we went in with the powder. So for me, to be honest, I really like it. Like, for my type of under eyes, I think this is really good. If you do have dry under eyes, I think you'll enjoy this. I will say, if you're somebody that wants more full coverage, this may not be the one for you because it is a very lightweight, natural consistency. It's not one of those consistencies where it gives you like super full coverage or very thick and creamy. No, this is very lightweight and just very natural. It does build up really nicely though, so that's definitely a plus. I will definitely be using this a lot, especially right now. Like I said, my under eyes are very dry with this winter weather, and I think this is perfection for me. I've had no issues all day. As for the powder too, this may be a new favorite that I reach for because it really does give me such like natural type of wear. Y eso me gusta muchísimo. Let me know your thoughts. Have you tried out this new Sephora collection concealer? If you have, what are you thinking of it? I want to know all the tea. So let me know. If you did enjoy watching this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Let's me know to continue doing estos videos para ustedes, bonitas. I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Don't forget to stay safe, stay blessed, and stay beautiful. Y nos vemos pronto. Adiós, bonitas.